me, so let me go back over it. You cannot compare these because your whole loaves are not equal. So Leanna is correct because the whole loaves are not equal. You cannot compare them. The first thing I taught you with fractions and comparing, even finding equivalent fractions, is you had to make them equal lengths to start out with. All right, last page for today is 191. Use what you've learned to complete this task. Miss Erickson made sandwiches for her 4 children. Each sandwich was the same size, so that's good. So they already did better than the last question. After lunch, each child had a different fraction of his or her sandwich left. Matt had 1/4 left, Alyssa had 3/8 left, Carl had 3/4 left, and Riley had 7/8 left. Use the information above to write a word problem. The problem should be about comparing 2 fractions with the same, underline, same numerator. So which fractions up there have the same numerator? Alyssa and Carl, they both have a 3 in the numerator, right? So my problem could be, did Alyssa or Carl have more of their sandwich left over? So we want to know which one of those is the greatest, right? Because the one that has the most I forgot the D, sandwich left over. Part B, use the information above to write a word problem. The problem should be about comparing 2 fractions with the same denominator. So this time I need the same denominator. So we could use Matt has a 4 and Carl has a 4, right? Same denominator. So instead of more, let's ask less. Did Matt or Carl have less leftovers? So this time we're looking for the smaller fraction between Matt and Carl because they would have the same denominator. Part C, choose one of your problems to solve. Circle the problem you chose. Draw a model or number line to help you find the answer. So I'm going to let you pick which one you want to do. Now, I didn't use Riley, but you may decide, now I would like to use Riley's number, and that's fine. So either put your fractions on number lines. Remember, your number lines would have to start at the same place and end at the same place. If you do number lines, put your fractions on number lines, okay, and see which one is closer to 0. If it's closer to 0, it's the smaller fraction. If it's closer to 1, it's the bigger fraction. Or butterfly them to be certain. I'm going to let you do C part on your own. Pick the question you want to answer. Then it says explain how you could use unit fractions to think about the problem. Let's not do that because that gets into those rules. And I'm not real concerned about y'all knowing the 2 rules. If you can butterfly, then it's no problem figuring out who's the smaller or greater fraction. So we won't worry about this. But I do want you to solve the problem that you picked. All right, you'll have some red pages to tear out and work on. Get those done and turned in to me for grade.